Hi, my dear beautiful friends. Today my Petrushka is guiding me, so I know this video will be excellent. Who is my Petrushka? It's my higher self. Yes. What I want to share with you today is one important thing when I saw in working with my golden couples or individuals who comes to my programs. And I saw when sometimes in the beginning of the program they start to behave like an ice queen or ice king as well. What what's that mean? So when you grow, when you start getting some new knowledge, some new awareness, some new insights from others, you can do it in a wrong way, but this is only in a beginning, because when you are in this program you know that this is just something you have to deal with it, and you have to first acknowledge, of course. So why do we start to build up the ice around us? Because in the meantime it's easier. We don't have to show our vulnerability. We don't have to we don't have to open our heart. For a lot of people at the beginning it's hard to open the heart and be like some person who I really admire says to me every time he sees me. He says, always, Petra, be naked in front of the people. You know what that means? Not that I put down my clothes, but be naked, like be yourself. Be like you are standing in front of a mirror and be yourself. So it's it's easier sometimes that we just build an ice around me. Around us, of course. So, I started to notice in my clients that when they come back in the program, they say, yeah, now I'm on the first place in my relationship. I know how to do that. I don't want that others are disrespectful and they don't appreciate my work and stuff like that. And I immediately know what they are talking about, because I had the same example when I was teaching, when I was part of the worldwide group of women entrepreneurs, when we learned how to sell and market with energy. And it was the same when I opened this small group for my 3 friends, when I was sharing my experience, my wisdom, my knowledge from this program. And after months, I started to behave like a nice queen. I said, I don't have time for this, or I don't, when somebody didn't agree with my opinion or my view, I said, I'm sorry, I have to focus on myself, on my program. I don't have time for other explanation. Here you have all the knowledge, and that's it. And I was so lucky when my trainer in this program shared with us this ice queen pattern or mode, whatever you want. And oh my God, I opened my eyes and I see how I start behaving when I got a new knowledge, a new wisdom, and I just closed my heart and built the ice around me. And when I saw it, I immediately had to change it. I wanted to change it, let's say like this. I chose it, that I will start melting my ice. And I did. How? This is in the program as well, in my programs, because sometimes around this is something that's some pain from the childhood or past lives or whatever, but it's it's important message that we see this, what is around us, what is behind or underneath of this pain, and then you start dealing with this. And it's so amazing how when the couples come into my program, they are doing this together, and it's so fast, and so fast a transformation as if the client comes alone. But some, they had to come alone because they have to come alone because they have some other issues they wanted to change. So what can we do to melt this ice around us? First, we have to see it. We have to see it that we have built the ice around us. Then we have to embrace it. Like, yes, we did this with a purpose, but now we have the knowledge how to start melting it. And then we start melting it. How? With open heart. When we open our heart and we start to be vulnerable and we start to see ourselves in the, like naked in front of the mirror, then this ice is going down. And you know, what's the opposite of an ice queen or of an ice king is that we started to be an example. First, we focus on ourselves. We start to do those things we want in a partner or in a relationship with our children or others. We start to be this the best example we want for them to be in our relationships. So let's say if we want that other people respect us, we have to respect ourselves. If we want that they love us unconditionally, we have to love ourselves unconditionally, and etc., etc. So now you have the answer. Just check in your life if you have built in the past, or if you have built now around you ice. Just be aware, just embrace it, and then start melting it. Yes, in my programs we acknowledge this very fast if this happens, and we check what's under the rug, we can call under the rug, and we start to clean it, and then the ice melts very fast. If you do on your own, just go and just start focusing on yourself. Ask yourself, where do I put this ice around me, and how can I melt it down? And you will get the answer. I'm sure you will. If you want to do this fast, come to my program, and even better, come to my program with someone with who you are in the relationship. Is this your spouse or your daughter or your friend or your colleague? It doesn't matter, because this relationship will get better and better when you will work on it and be a great example in your family, in your relationships. So now just imagine that no ice is around you anymore, and you are really living every day from your heart. And I know you can do this. You really can.